What's up, YouTube? How's it going? It's Austin. It is September 26th today, and I am 46 weeks on T. So next, let me think, wait for it. Yes, in about one more week, it's like one more weekend, a couple of days, I will be 11 months on T, and that's also the date that I'm going to be having top surgery. Yay! So, yeah, things are happening. Woo! I just thought, let's see, today I wanted to give you an update on transition things and then also talk a little bit about one other thing. That was vague. So, transition things. A couple things I've noticed recently. The texture of my hair has changed, and I kind of knew this was going to happen because I've heard for trans women that go on estrogen and stuff, their hair like softens and gets thicker and stuff, and mine has been getting, I don't think it's been getting thinner. I don't think I've really been losing any of it. But the texture is definitely different. It's definitely, I don't know, coarser maybe? I'm not sure exactly how to describe it, but it, looks more male, which is weird. Who would have thought that, hair would look, we would expect hair to be gendered? I don't know. Yeah, the texture has definitely changed, and it's more, I don't know, coarse or I don't know. I don't know what it is, but it just looks more male now. So that's changed. I've also been just getting, increasingly more hair everywhere, but this week I noticed, specifically, that I have more hair in my nose. So that's a thing. I guess that's just something that dudes have, is more nose hair. Because I know that they make, nose hair trimmers, so... Because you always see, dudes who are, in their 60s who just have, tons of nose hair, and you're like, dude, whoa. Maybe just, grab a scissors. I'm concerned for your breathing ability. So, anyway, I'm probably going to be one of those guys someday, so that's cool. Other tea-related things. Oh, I noticed this week that... Or not this week. I've noticed recently, in the last couple of months, that my sort of general body temperature has gone up, and they say that men they tend to run hotter than women. I guess women tend to run cooler, have a general body temperature that's a little lower, and I have definitely noticed that I have been more hot in more situations where other people are like, no, this is fine, and I'm just I'm hot. Which then also connects to sweating more, so that's always fun too. So yeah, those are the sort of tea-related changes that I have noticed recently, coming up on my 11 months. Yeah, I'm pumped for, top surgery is now 11 days away, I believe it is. So that's pretty crazy. I'm getting pretty excited to go. Next week is my last full week at work, and then I'll just come in for the Monday on the 6th, or on the 5th, and then I'm going to Cleveland for surgery. So, and then I'm off for a couple of weeks to recover, so that's going to be nice. To have more time to do that, to feel better and relax. So that's that update. The other thing I wanted to talk about is I recently went back on my anxiety medicine. I told you guys, how many months ago? 2-ish months ago? No, it's gotta be more than that. 3 months ago, maybe? That I went off my anxiety medication because I was cool, things seem to be going well and stable, and I don't think I maybe really need to be on these right now. So I went off them for a while, and, it takes a while for it to all get out of your system, so that it probably took a month or maybe a little more for it to all come out of my system in general. And then just the last few, I guess really the last month and a half or so, I've just been dealing with really intense emotions. Not that feeling emotions is bad, I want to feel them. But just anxiety things that medication was working to prevent, constant cycles of repeating thoughts that you get stuck in and can't get out of, and general, like, high physical anxiety, lots of tension, and not sleeping well, and just like a lot of the general anxiety things that I haven't, they're just hard to deal with. And anyway, so I was kind of like, okay, well, this sucks, but like I can deal with it. I can deal with this stuff. I'm practicing mindfulness and meditation, and I'm doing everything I can to deal with this in a more holistic manner instead of just taking medication. And finally, a couple of weeks ago, I had kind of a bad panic attack, which I have not had a full-on panic attack in years, while I was on the meds and everything. And so that kind of made me go, okay, I need to reevaluate if I need to be on these meds. Even though everything in my life is fine, maybe I still need to be on these right now. So I talked to my counselor, who I see every couple of weeks, talked to her about it, and she was very much like, you should go back on the meds, and I was like, no, I don't want to. So I kind of fought her on it for a while, for a lot of reasons. I think the thing that I mostly want to talk about in this video right now is to say that somebody's watering plants outside, is to say that for me, it's hard to be in situations where I feel like I should be able to handle this. Normal people should be able to handle this. Why can't I handle this? Which is exactly what I think depression and anxiety tells everybody. It sort of feeds you this lie about, like, you're not good enough to function like a normal person, you know, or like you should be able to do this, and if you can't, that means you're not good enough. You're not whatever. And when I'm also dealing with the idea of masculinity and what that means for me, it gets tangled up in, like, I'm not strong enough, you know, like, it gets tangled up in ideas about masculinity, and which is a real problem for men in our culture. When I say our culture, I guess I mean, it's hard, and now there's a train, sorry. It's hard for men in a lot of cultures, I think, that feeling of, like, I should be strong enough to take care of business and deal with this stuff, and I can't somehow. Like I can deal with it on an outside level, like I can go to work and I can like do the things that need to be done, but I feel awful. And that's such a hard place to be, and that was where I got to when I started having panic attacks again a couple of weeks ago. Just this intense feeling of, like, I'm not good enough and I'm not strong enough to handle this. And it really sucks. It's a really sucky feeling. So the point you have to come to is, like, realizing that you needing help does not make you not good enough. You needing help does not make you a bad person. It does not make you weak. Asking for help is one of the strongest things you can do. Realizing that you can't do things on your own is one of the strongest realizations that you can come to. And we all have to come to it at some point in our lives, realizing I can't do life by myself. It's a really important thing to figure out. And sometimes it means you need people help, and sometimes it means you need medical help, and so that's okay. So, long story short, I'm back on the anxiety meds again. Also, which is probably a good thing because, you know, going into surgery and stuff, it's good to keep your body more relaxed so that it can heal better. So, it's probably a good deal all the way around. It's just a hard thing to come to. So, anyway, I wanted to let you guys know a little bit about that. I hope you are all doing well. I will see you back here on Wednesday for a new Trans and Christian video, and then next weekend, I will do my 11 months on T video, And then I'm not sure how things are going to go going forward in terms of my transition blogs for top surgery and things. So, or vlogs, I guess. So yeah, I will see how that goes. I'll let you know more about it next week. Alright guys, hope you're having a great day. Peace.